you've been working with Missy for 3 years,
Yeah.
and and you were doing that while you were up here to start with, right? And
Right.
So how did you get down to Vegas to the Dragon's Lair?
Somebody sent me a post that the Dragon's Lair was looking for a massage therapist. And I was like, oh, hey, that's kind of cool, you know? That's all I'm saying. And then somebody at Dragon's Lair Gym, I don't know who, showed Flex Lewis my post, or my Instagram, I should say. Showed him my Instagram. Before I know it, like, me and the general manager, Justin Dees, started talking to each other. And he said, if you want a shot to see if you are a good fit here at Dragon's Lair, let me know when you can come down. And we set up an appointment for me to come down on a weekend. So I got to work with Flex, the GM, Justin Dees. And they just saw my skills. So I kind of had that invite, you know, to say they didn't ask me for a resume. They didn't want to know like how many years I've been doing this. They looked through my Instagram. By that time, I had already been working with Missy. Missy Truscott and Flex are really good friends. They're really, really good friends. So, so I was like slowly, I wasn't into the IFBB a lot. Missy was kind of like my in, and it was just kind of scratching the surface, you know. I like primarily only worked with her, but anytime she would get me additional work by introducing me to other people and things like that. Cool. So getting my foot in the door of Dragon's Lair and showing them my skill. And that's when Flex really said, hey, I like your work. You know, I think you do. I think you'd be really good down here. Nice. So, and I was nervous and scared and everything else in between. Yeah. You know, but
because you got to move down there now, right?
That it didn't happen right away. I really, like, Flex knew how nervous I was. So I didn't say yes, even though I went in like hoping to get the yes. Yeah. I went down there hoping to like meet everybody, and they're like, wow, your skills are fucking amazing. Like, dude, you're gonna be here, you know? Yeah. And it didn't quite happen that way, but I kind of got that approval from Flex Lewis and Justin Dees, who's also very well known in the IFBB. And they're like, hey, would you like to be here? They kind of like gave me that stamp of approval. And that made me so nervous. I was like, dude, did this just really happen? Yeah. So Flex knew how worried I was and how nervous and scared I was. And he said, hey, I really need you to think about this because it's, I don't know what you want to do. And I said, let me go back home and think about this. And he said, why don't you stay here for 2 weeks and just give it a little trial period. I had to leave already because I had to meet up with Missy Truscott for the Olympia, which at this time was being held in Orlando because it was kind of during the COVID years, kind of the tail end of it. Yeah. And so I link up with Missy in Orlando. Next thing you know, she's like, hey, I know you're talking to Flex. And I was like, yo, I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. Yeah. And, her and I talked about it a bit. I told her I had a 2-week trial period. When I got back to Vegas, which was post-Olympia, I think it was like 2 weeks after the Olympia. I think within 3 or 4 days, I told Flex, I don't need to think about it anymore, man. I think I'm going to move down here. Nice. So as scary as it was for me to say that to him, like at that same second, I was like, what did I just do? Yeah. What did I just do? Like,
it's scary.
Well, it was scary. Plus I have a whole nother life up here in Washington. I have a son, I have a business. I have like all these clients, I got people on certain contracts as clients. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, this is now serious. It's now for real. It's not just, we're just talking at the table. This is now for real. Yeah. And because when I said I think I want to stay here, I think I want to be here, Flex said, hey, go pack all your stuff back home come back in 30 days. So it's not like I had 90 days or 6 months. I had 30 days.
30 days.
I had 30 days to uproot my whole life,
Yeah.
to close down a business, to talk to clientele, send out emails, like talk to my son, see what he wants to do. Like I had 30 days to do all this on top of still working.
Damn.
So a lot of things happened really fast for me. But you know, come December 1st this year, it's going to be exactly 2 years that I've been in Dragon's Lair gym.
Really?
Yeah, it's going to be 2
Okay.
years. So time just flew by.
Wow.
Like I can't even believe it's approaching 2 years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that to me is pretty cool.